Guys who make for terrible newscasters.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the third episode of the podcast. With me,
Everyone coming out. There's a few people that are here. I'd like to welcome BG's. He's going to be our guest speaker today.
Hey.
and
Boy.
also our beloved admin of the Overwatch Discord server, Sprite Guy.
Hello.
Yes, unfortunately, Slayer couldn't host this episode with us today because he had some prior engagement. But I think we will keep the place for him for the next time. So, let's start. Hello, guys, and thanks for joining us. It means a lot to us that we can have you as guests and talk about stuff with you. Lego?
One of the biggest things that's been happening recently, well, specifically on the server, was that there are now applications being accepted for moderators. And one of the main things that we brought Sprite Guy here for is to explain how to apply and maybe a little hint as to what they're looking for in a moderator.
Yeah, so we launched applications a couple days ago, and you can find the link to the application in the server announcements channel at the top of the list. And primarily we're looking for European moderators. We have a little bit of a hole in that time zone, but we certainly more than welcome anybody to apply and fill out an application for that.
All right, thanks, Sprite.
Okay,
Go ahead.
so when someone wants to join the moderating team, I don't want to use the word sacrifice because that's not sacrifice because the moderator actually loved what they're doing. What do you expect from a person who wants to be a moderator? Like, how many hours should he or she be free a day? Should she be always in front of the computer, like moderating and such?
Well, I'll answer that second question first. Moderation tools on desktop are certainly a lot easier than the moderation tools on mobile or on the phone. So certainly it's the job, and I use the term job loosely, the volunteer position, I guess I should say, certainly becomes a lot easier when you're in front of a desktop and you can use the bots and you can ban and silence and all that fun stuff you need to. Primarily, we don't have a hard set amount of time that people need to be active. It's pretty clear to me and some of the other admins if you're active or if you're not active. We don't necessarily keep track of mod actions or anything like that. But we expect anybody who wants to apply to certainly be active in their time, in their busy time zone. So, for instance, I'm in NA East, and so generally you expect them to be active between 5 p.m. and 10 p.m., for instance. So you definitely want to be active in those busy afternoon times.
Yeah, sure. So with the mod application, I actually clicked on it. I'm not planning on becoming a moderator because really I don't have the time. Not that you will select me, but anyways. So there, the application is why are you interested in being a moderator? How do you feel you are qualified for these positions? Like, what are your perks of what will you bring to the table if you become a moderator? But I want to ask, Sprite, what you shouldn't be doing while you're a moderator.
Well, that's an excellent question, and I guess I'll first answer that by saying what you can do as a moderator. We definitely don't want to be super serious here. It's a fairly large server. We have a lot of fun here. A lot of the mod team and the admin team like to have fun. So while we aren't super serious here. We do expect a certain level of diplomacy, a certain level of taking things just a little bit seriously, being objective when it comes to doing things. Um, like I said before, being active during times in which you hope to be active. Um, just kind of stuff like that. I mean, a lot of the mod team is in general an Overwatch discussion in there, having fun, having discussions with everybody, and we definitely don't want to take that away from anybody who wants to fill out an application for
Yeah.
being on the mod team.
I actually like that you are like down to earth guys and don't have that god complex like I'm the moderator or I'm the admin, I'm gonna ban you if you like say something to me. I kind of like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, we definitely don't want to do that. You know, we were one of the first Discord servers, I don't know ever, but we've remained one of the largest Discord servers since Discord launched years ago, and I don't think it's a coincidence that we were continue to grow, and it continues to be a popular place to come to, and I don't think we have any intention of uh, changing that anytime soon.
Yeah, that's great. Lego?
I'd like to also bring up that being a moderator does also include having to moderate voice chats, and that's usually one of the biggest pet peeves of moderators that I know of. They hate moderating voice chats because since it's such a big server, back when voice chats didn't have a limit, there were just 40, 50 people in one voice chat, and if there were 3 mic spammers, you'd have to find out which one is a mic spammer.
Yep, there was definitely a time in which I had to mute 30 people in a channel and then unmute them one by one to see which one was actually the person that we needed to get rid of. So, yeah, it's putting the limits on the channels has been very good, I think, and it certainly helps us. And you're absolutely right. Moderation in the voice channels are not only harder, but you kind of have to be at a desktop to do that. And it's one of the challenges we have on the daily basis, but we continue to look forward and strive to see what we can do for people.
And, no one's been having any issues with the new, well, I shouldn't say new, but the cap on the general discussion channels. People have been relatively okay with it.
Yeah, I think so. We started really low, and that was purposeful to, because we can always increase that back up. I think right now it's sitting at 12, and I think that's a solid number. It's enough that you can have a discussion with people and get a lot of people in there, and it's small enough that it can be moderated easily.
Okay, Sprite. I have some question and I think we need to like resolve some myths about being a moderator. I'm told, or maybe I've, I don't know, I read somewhere that moderators don't have the ultimate power over the server or the channels. So they can mute and can they ban people?
Yes, they can.
And the banning process is not like discussed with everybody in the moderating or admin. Like if I report someone to modmail, and do you like see what the problem is, or you will believe in my words what I say if I don't like someone?
I'll always believe what you say, Nessa.
No, I mean the common users, let's say.
No, yeah.
In general.
No, we
discussion.
definitely there's definitely an informal investigative process. We don't. Someone comes in and says, "Hey, someone's running around voice channels." We definitely have a way of verifying that. We obviously have a ton of ways to verify text channels, and even if people delete their messages that are getting them reported, we have ways of seeing that. But it's never a, Lego said something mean to me, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna ban Lego now.
Yeah.
This has happened before. He's speaking from experience.
Poor Lego. So yeah, if we pretty much, I mean, we investigate every claim. We strive to do it in a timely manner, and sometimes it's hard. Hence the reason why we're looking for more moderators now. But we never blindly ban. If there's ever a question about something, both moderators and admins will ask for help, and it's expected. We don't want subjective opinions. We want objective ones.
Okay.
Everything is. I would like to point out what he said about how they see deleted messages. Everything is documented. So if you say I
Yes.
never said that, but you deleted your message, they still see the deleted message. They also see when you join and when you leave a voice chat in their bot log.
Also, they can see the logs of your changing your name, so if it's something offensive, they will probably know that.
Oh
Yep.
boy.
Sorry, BGs. Yeah, so in combination to some of the server things that the server, just Discord as a platform allows us to do, Rowboat and Sombra also, give us practically everything we need to do to effectively moderate.
Yeah. There was a question here from the chat. How long
boy.
does it take to process an application? I'm guessing that Bart is asking for a moderating application, right?
If you pay money, it goes a little faster.
So you will be collecting mod application till when?
That's a great question, and I do not know the answer to that.
It's okay.
I think last time we let it run, I would say at least a week. We know that, some people are very active at the beginning of the week, and some people are very active at the end of the week, and some people are very active on weekends. And so I would say we definitely want that running at least a week to make sure everybody can see that.
Yes.
And there's also actually I got a couple people asking me for I'll keep it quick. For coach, a lot of people asked what the requirement is for applying as a coach. It's simply just having a career high of GM. You don't have to be a GM, you just need to have hit GM at least once. If you are a career high of 4,000 to 100, but your current SR is like 1,300, of course they're gonna question it and such. But if you're like 4,050 and then current is 3,600, still apply, they'll consider it.
I'll keep that in mind.
Aren't you silver?
I'll just keep that in mind, alright?
Okay, so yeah.
Thank you, Sprite. We
was-
appreciate answering all the questions.
I have more questions.
Oh, you have more? I'm sorry, Nessa, go for it.
Okay, one more Sprite and then you're free to go.
Sure thing.
I was thinking about, of course, when you join the moderating team, you probably have like some rules only for the moderating and stuff of the Discord. So, and I can see that I love all the people that you choose for moderators, by the way. I can see that some of them are like not softies, but they will like try to get you to the right path if you are not, if you are toxic, and others just will will say stop that, and after that, if you don't stop there, we'll mute you. So is there some like rules that you have to warn the guy before banning, or you have to like, I can't think of the word. Lego, help me here.
Yeah, Lego, help her here there.
I'm
I kind of zoned out a bit.
Jesus. I'm trying to ask him if there is a rule how many times you should like correct someone if he's being toxic.
Oh, okay. How many chances you'll give someone?
Yeah. Is this like depends on the moderator, or is there like a rule set that you give to moderators that they should like follow?
Well, that's a great question. And generally, we advise moderators to. I mean, we definitely want moderators just to not flat ban people, outright. We want, and those exceptions are few and far between. There are exceptions, but they're few and far between. Drag actually said he can elaborate
Yeah.
on what I'm going to
Unmute
say
him in
if
his
you want.
own channel. Lego.
Hello?
He can unmute
Hi,
himself. What do you
Gregory.
mean?
Yeah. Right. So, generally for moderators, we, with most things, we escalate from one warning to a mute to a ban. So everyone gets 2 chances and get banned on the third one. This we may ban straight up if it's something more serious, like just straight up ban with spam with no other activity on the server. But generally, it's warn mute ban.
Yeah, thanks, Gregory, about that. And also, okay, that's it. I will talk to Sprite like for whole evening,
Uh,
but
just one question. One question. Are you a 7-Up guy or a Sprite guy?
I'm definitely a Sprite guy.
Ah, what? Why?
Last time I put a picture in chat of Fanta and he threatened to ban me.
okay, we have another
Fantastic.
question. Any plans on making a channel where anyone can post images?
That gets dangerous.
Very dangerous.
Yes.
Amen.
And so I'll answer that question with a very long answer. When you have a server the size that we do, there are some things that you're not going to be able to do on this server as you would do with smaller servers. And probably one of those things is post images wherever you want. It's something we can certainly explore and something I think we'll take into consideration, but at the current moment, I don't think we're looking to do that.
Yes, please don't.
Okay, we have another question. What's the process to get trusted?
Oh boy.
So there's a few things that you have to do to be trusted. Primarily, you have to be nominated. I think currently you either have to be nominated by someone on staff, either a mod or an admin. I think we have in the past opened it up to other trusted members. I'm not sure if we do that anymore. But in general, to be trusted, you have to be a good community member. You have to be active. You have to help other users. It doesn't necessarily matter which channel you're doing that in. I think we have trusted that are in all of the discussion channels. I think we have one that exclusively does a lot of work in esports discussion and generally avoids the general discussion channel. But yeah, it's just you gotta be a good community member in general. Yeah.
Okay, just one more thing.
Yeah.
When is my boy Griffin WB gonna get veteran?
Okay. BGs, we said to behave.
No, he's fine. It's fine.
When
When's
he
Bill- when's
messages
Bill
us and
getting
wants it. When's Bill getting it?
Yeah.
I don't know. When Bill comes back.
I mean, Griffin's been like sending messages since 2016 and stuff. So
That is true. He's not wrong. He just needs to ask for a veteran.
Yeah. I think all he has to do is ask.
Yeah. Okay, I think anybody have some more questions about our spread guy?
There was one. In general, I mean, to keep it short and sweet, to get trusted, you need to be nominated. And Drag pointed out that new trusteds are allowed to nominate as well.
Well,
If you just show up, be cool, people will nominate you.
starting this year, I think the trusted wave will be come more and more not regular, but there will be new trusted members or trusted roles for the people, and some of the trusted that are already a trusted user will be like taken that role from them. So be sure to
If you're not active, if you don't post much, etc.,
Yeah.
you'll have trusted removed.
yeah.
Yeah, and like that brings up another kind of point that, it's a fluid system and not necessarily just for trusted, but for a DJ, for event and contributor roles, and even to mods to an extent. We understand real life stuff happens. The Discord is not in a vacuum. So it's a fluid system and people should be obligated to leave and come as they please.
Yeah.
There was a question. I'll answer it for Sprite. The best Overwatch League team is obviously the Houston Outlaws.
Okay.
Well, Philly has something to say about that. So,
Listen, we don't talk about the reverse sweep. We just keep it under the rug. We don't need to.
oh, I want to talk about the reverse sweep for the rest of the podcast.
Listen. I will fight you over this.
I don't know what's
Okay.
going on. Can you guys elaborate, please?
Recently the Fusion battled the Outlaws, and the Outlaws was 2-0, and then Fusion basically won 3-2 after that. We got
Wow.
demolished.
Okay. So
And it was glorious.
It was terrible. You guys cheated.
okay. I love the Koreans, so I don't have anything to say about that. Okay, so Sprite, thanks. If you want to stick around, please do. But I think we should move on and talk about the new hero.
Oh my god, I love this new hero so much.
So I
love
was
playing this new hero.
naming her Brigitte, but then I heard Jeff with his update, and it's Brigitte. So Lego, tell us about Brigitte.
Well, I played her a little bit on the PTR, and Brigitte is a very Lucio slash Reinhardt-esque hero, where every time she does damage, it does healing to her team. Her ult gives armor to everyone. It's an armor per second. I forgot the exact numbers. She has a chain that she can launch, kind of like Roadhog's hook, and if someone's in midair, it'll launch them straight down. So if a Winston jumps in the air and Brigitte lands the hook on the Winston goes straight down to the ground. She has a healing ability where it gives someone 150 healing immediately, and if it goes above their max health, it goes up to 75 additional armor, and I think it's 6 seconds is a cooldown. I love playing her. Oh, and her shield is a very small personal shield, 600 health, but she can also shield bash, and it'll stun an enemy. So yes, get ready for Brigitte's to kicking people out of their ultimates.
So basically, she's a disabler, and she's put in the support section of the game of the heroes because she will heal and she will protect, and also her passive. Yes, her passive abilities. As she hits enemies, she will heal surrounding teammates.
Yes, I forgot the numbers, but every time she lands a hit with her flaily thing, it heals the people around her.
Yes, so what's your experience with her? I haven't played her because I don't have the test server installed on my computer.
My experience is playing it for 10 minutes and then Overwatch crashing. That's my experience with Brigitte.
Okay. I think we're kind of ignoring BGs. BGs, come on, man.
Oh,
Join us. Join our
Someone server
conversation.
muted him. Someone server muted him.
You know,
I had to unmute him.
being a gold player, I do not have any say in this situation right here.
Are you a
It involves
support
Overwatch.
main or do you flex?
I'm in gold. Why do you think I'm a support main?
I don't know. I'm just asking.
Just kidding.
Playing against BGs is probably the most fun you can have because you have to lower his mic to 2% and you have to really get into the mind of an idiot to be able to predict what he's gonna do.
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, yes.
So I haven't played Brigitte, but I actually watched some streamers play her as soon as she was up. And first of all, I kind of did, well, not to be like toxic or anything, but isn't Blizzard like showing or new heroes maybe a little too fast?
I think it's on a good schedule. Personally, I think it's on a good schedule.
I'm just wondering, like 30 years. I mean, okay, not 30 years.
30 years.
Okay, about 2 years down the road, I feel that we're gonna have too much heroes. I guess.
Well,
I mean,
we
you
can't
have
have
like League
too
and
much.
Dota. I mean, yes, you
Yeah.
can, Nessa. Yes, you can.
But okay. And the second thing that I noticed, like I said, I haven't played her, but I watched her being played. It's the attack. It's kind of, I didn't feel the Overwatch in it because when she attacks,
Felt like
she's
World of Warcraft.
yeah, something like that. But I don't know, until I like get to play her, I don't think I'm suitable to talk about it. And I think that she's going live on the 5th of March, or am I wrong?
I have actually no idea when that's gonna happen. Honestly,
So we will wait and see.
hopefully sooner than later, because I want to play her very
Yeah.
often without my game crashing.
I do not know, but her shield bash ability reminds me of Demo Knight from TF2.
Oh my god, you and Team Fortress 2.
Well, I haven't played Team Fortress too much, so I
What?
can. Why?
Actually, we never gave BGs a proper introduction.
Oh, okay.
Well.
Yeah.
Well, I should just let me introduce you, because he's a very active member of the server. I've known him since I think March. Oh, exactly a year ago. The first time we talked, I
Happy
helped
birthday!
him. I think I sent him.
Okay, move
That's
on.
not birthday. That's anniversary. Nessa.
It's a birthday. Move on.
Happy birthday, Beast.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
I think the first time I talked to him, I called him an idiot and sent him my textbook for organic chem. And then I
Maybe
think he
more
called
of
me
an
an
idiot.
idiot too. And you're still using it to this day, I think.
Well, I am using it, but I like to say it helped me, but I'm just barely passing organic chemistry now. So yeah.
Every other day, I get a ping from him, and it's just a copy and pasted organic chemistry question.
Well, you should help
Oh, well.
him.
I do, but like sometimes he does it at like 5 a.m. and I'm just waking up.
Look, time zones are a weird thing, alright?
Yeah, time
Listen,
is
you're in
relevant.
Singapore. I live in Texas. I mean, come on.
Alright, can I just say something? Happy birthday to Marky. His birthday is coming up in 2 days. So,
Oh yeah,
like,
happy
birthday.
birthday,
3
Marky.
days. 3 days.
I hope you
5
get
minus 2
the
is
moderating position you want.
Look, man, it's 3rd March here, right?
Look, okay, look. Just because you live in an inferior time zone does not mean it's. Wait, what time? It's not. There's no way it's the 3rd for March for you. It's noon here.
It's 1:30 a.m. here. So yeah.
Good lord.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, happy birthday, Marky.
Yeah, happy birthday, Marky.
Panda actually brought up something. Overwatch Medieval Warfare. Do you think in the
No.
future? Do you think in the future there's gonna be like the Groot keep map for Overwatch, where only where only say like characters without guns are allowed?
Only Reinhardt.
Yeah. And,
That would be a lot of fun. That would be an incredible amount of fun.
actually would.
Hey, did you know what is what is fun?
Nice. What's fun, Nessa? You got the-
Yesterday I played the capture of the flag for the first time, and I had a lot of fun.
Every time I play CTF, I end up dying. I never play
It's-
online. I just play with friends in like pickup games. Every single time they find me and kill me.
Uh,
Oh, you know, the entire season I just played Torbjorn and basically flaming the enemy team. I got muted twice during this session. Yeah.
Actually, I kind of don't play arcade games because I didn't start playing them when they were introduced, like in the beginning of the Overwatch, I think. And now, when I think of what to play, like quick play or arcade, I think that I'm not good enough to join those games because I think that people actually played them and know what's going on, and I'm like,
No, it's fine.
like
It's-
lost.
Just play Torbjorn. You can pretend what's going on.
Honda brought up his placements. I want to point out, some people had asked me, this season, I went 0 to 10 on my placements.
Why did that not
was
surprise me?
Really bad. It was really bad. I went from 3900 SR to about 3550. It was really bad. I almost cried when I saw my rank.
I got 8 out of 10 placement. I still ended up in freaking gold, man. This is not fair.
I
I'm
haven't
still
done
in
my
my-
placements yet. Oh, actually, there was a question in general discussion earlier today about if you lose all your placement matches, will you be like scored for that, or will you be scored for your performance in those matches?
Well, it's the placements are almost entirely your personal performance. A lot of people
Yes.
think the win-loss changes it. You can win all 10 and get bronze. You can lose all 10 and get grandmaster. It depends on where you were
True.
placed last season. So I ended last season high masters. So I lost all 10 and I did terrible in all 10. I'm not going to say I was carried. I did god awful and I lost like 400 SR. And you can win all 10 and still get carried every single game. You could do nothing and you'll barely gain any SR from last season.
Yes, that's true. And also, I was wondering, with all the new patches, are the Overwatch League playing in the old patches on, or will they play Brigitte when she's introduced?
Well, for
During-
they're gonna need to first put her into competitive, and then I believe they'll put her in the stage after she's introduced.
We have all of them in competitive now, right? All the
Well,
heroes
I mean,
except Brigitte.
yeah, all of them are in except Brigitte.
Yeah.
Ah.
So how does
Oh.
that work? Like you are playing your best in this Overwatch League, and then the next week a new hero is introduced, and you have to like think of a new strategy or something.
Well, that's one of the I shouldn't say downsides, but that's one of the hardships when it comes to Overwatch League. Things change so rapidly. For example, the Mercy rework, the new heroes are launching, the Sombra rework. Entire strategies have to be changed or even scrapped because of it.
I mean, that
Yeah.
is fair. If you look at Overwatch League as a sport in itself, you see that many sporting leagues themselves, they change the rules like every once in a while, and all these
I don't
sports
think they change the roles of each. The kicker does. They don't go. All right, you now use your hands. They don't change that much.
I mean, okay, I'm just putting it out here. Like strategies change, and so the stuff. Let's say in wrestling, all right, the rules change virtually every goddamn year, and people have to change strategies.
But it's wrestling. It's not.
Look,
And I
I'm just
think
putting it
that
out here that if you're gonna treat Overwatch League as a sport, naturally stuff like this are gonna come up. So yeah.
I
Well,
think
you're not wrong. I'll give you that. You're not wrong.
I think it's better for the changes to go live while the Overwatch League is happening, because maybe they will give chance to some losing teams to
That's true. Poxy brings up a good point. They have post-stage breaks to help develop new strategies and such.
Yeah, that's why they like I think they are 2 weeks apart from every
I honestly forgot.
yeah.
I can't. Also, the last person I would ever accept advice from over following the rules would be BG's. Let's be real. Actually,
Excuse.
let me introduce BG's properly.
Yeah,
BG's,
they did.
how did? No. Let me do it properly. BG's, how did you get fired from the zoo? Explain.
All right. First time I got fired from the zoo. Okay.
the first time.
All right. So basically, I was okay. Okay. Let me just put this out here. So in our zoo, we have like say a petting station for farm animals. So like in Singapore, there are virtually no such thing as farms. So we have like a section for farm. So back in a few years ago, they were doing a renovation for that area, and they needed a place to like put the animals away because the whole zoo was undergoing a renovation. So basically, one of the interns fucked up, and basically the wild pigs, they started a fucking runaround, right? So one of them got a bit too loose, and I actually had to wrestle the damn thing to the ground, and
Okay. And
basically,
and I want to know what happened.
basically I got too vulgar, which was against one of the zoo's employment policies, and I was too violent with the animal, which was also against one of the employment policies, and and therefore violated 2 rules, and that was not very good, and basically I got fired.
He said I got too vulgar. He was just cursing at a pig and wrestling it.
You actually cursed at a pig. Oh my god. Well,
Look.
how will you like solve that problem, Lego? What? Don't laugh at him.
I'm gonna laugh at him as much as I want.
At least he has done something.
What are you talking about?
Probably
I never got fired. Dude, if I did something like that in a hospital, I wouldn't get fired. I'd get arrested.
Well, he was at a zoo. It's okay, bitches.
No, it's
I mean,
not. No, it's not okay.
The pig died not long after, so he didn't.
Oh my god, dude, that's animal abuse.
Yeah, I almost got charged by the law, for like animal abuse and crap, but
Wait,
they
why
gave me
did
a
you say
pass on this one.
Singapore? Aren't you like Irish?
No, he's No.
My dad is.
Okay,
He lives
sorry.
in he's in Singapore right now.
I thought he lived in Dublin. I'm sorry.
He has
Ah,
Irish background.
yeah, my dad's from Limerick.
Every now and then I catch bees in a voice chat with a bot. It's just like, and I'm not exaggerating, 2 or 3 hours of Irish shanties just playing, and he's there listening to it because every time I join quietly, he's singing along or something for 3 hours. This
I
man's listening
actually
to
had
Irish
a
songs.
period in my time when I only listened to Irish music. So
What?
next time when you
Uh,
are listening, feel free to ask me to join. I will.
hey, we can do it right now.
He's as tall as a leprechaun, yeah.
Hey, I'm taller than you.
Yeah, you are. That's true. I forgot.
Okay,
All right.
I think we are
No one is
coming to
taller
an
than
end.
Max.
Are we?
Well, yeah,
Well,
we got a little bit.
yeah.
Uh,
Next
okay.
time, I hope we'll have. Maybe next time we should talk about the Overwatch League, like what's going on and who should win, who should lose, and things like that.
Outlaws and Fusion.
Yeah, we
Close.
and we will ask Lego to be like objective and not
No.
and not vouch for his teams. But anyways, thanks
Why
guys
would I
for
vouch for
listening.
worst teams? Only my team is the best team. Okay,
Thank-
but for real, yes, I'm fine with that.
Well, had a
Thanks
bit more
for
stories.
listening, guys. Thanks for the admins and the moderators. And shout out to all of you. I really appreciate that
Hey.
you're joining us, listening to us giggling and stuff.
Listening to us fighting with each other and messing
Yeah.
up words. Appreciate it. We love you guys.
Thanks, BGs, for being our guest. So,
Hey, no
see you next week or the week after that. Bye bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye. None of us are